The weather is getting warmer. The sun is starting to shine. You know what that means. Knitting season is coming to an end. In my life, at least. It's time to start crocheting. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Deborah. I love to knit, sew, crochet, and everything. Talking about everything fiber arts. And today I will be talking about some crochet trends I've been seeing on my timeline on various social media apps and showing you some free patterns that you might be interested in for the first trend I'm gonna talk to you guys about, and that is filet crochet. I know everyone has seen this everywhere. I think the first time I saw filet crochet was by this influencer, crochet influencer. What are we calling them? Knitfluencers? I don't know. Called Crochet by Belladonna. She makes those videos where she shows the yarn, and then after showing the yarn, she's like, "This is what I made with it," in the next clip, and it's always breathtaking, amazing, beautiful. Awesome. But she does a lot of filet crochet. And the first time I saw it, I was like, whoa. That's really cool. That's really interesting. Let me put that in the back of my mind because at this time I'm knitting. Like it's in the middle of the winter. I don't want to make little crochet outfits. That's for the summer. That's for when the sun is out. But now that the sun is peeping in Belgium, crazy, I want to get into filet crocheting. I got inspired by a lot of pictures I saw on Pinterest. For all the trends I'll be discussing today, I made a different Pinterest board, so definitely follow me on Pinterest. If you see something you're interested in, and if I don't tag it in the description, you can see it in my Pinterest and go from there. I mainly remember seeing these patterns on doilies, so it's really cool to see them as garments. I particularly like the ones where they're putting the flowers on various places of the body and a lot of different colors, and just the fact that it's one plain color but the texture and the pattern is created by filling in the gaps to create, usually these are like roses on these garments, is really cool. And I also want to make that. Now what I do want to tell you guys, because I know a lot of people don't like to gauge swatch, but I would say just to see how big the pattern is going to be when you're creating your garments, definitely at least make one pattern in the different patterns you're going to use. So you'll know how big it's going to get or be on your top or bottom, and you're not starting this project and then realizing, oh, these butterflies are super small or they're humongous and they're taking over a part of my top that I wasn't thinking about. So definitely make a swatch, and then you can use the swatch to see where you want it to fall, how big the rest or how many stitches you're going to have to add on to make the rest of your garment, and you'll have a way better experience, especially if you're creating your own chart. Yeah, I already made a little swatch because I couldn't wait. I'm planning on using Zeeman Ella mercerized. I really like that it's 100% cotton. It's thin enough. I just need to find a hook that is 2 or 2.5 millimeters big because this one is a little too big. But yeah, also excited that I only need 2 balls of yarn to make a full top. I mean, that's what the label says. I hope that's right. And of course, I got it from the Zeeman. There's no other place. I mean, there are other places I get yarn, obviously, but I just love yarn from Zeeman. I'm really excited to do that. And it's probably going to be my next project because I'm itching to crochet. I'm so ready to do so. The sun, I'm telling you, from the moment the sun shines, I just feel the fabrics I usually knit with, they're way too warm to hold. Like when I'm knitting on my sweater now, I'm just like, okay, I want to finish the sweater, but it's getting warm. I want to make tops. I want to crochet. Like this, it's getting too warm. It's getting too warm. I really have this. I wonder if anyone has this as well. Tell me in the comments if you also have this, like when the weather changes, I need to do a different craft, specifically crocheting. Anyways, for the people who do not want to make their own pattern, fair enough. Of course, I found you a free pattern by the one and only Crochet Belladonna, who to me, started this whole trend. So there's a rose garden top. The sizes are extra small, extra small to extra large. You use a 2mm hook size. And yeah, she designed the top. It's really pretty. It's really cute. It's like sultry. And there's like a few roses in the front and a tie down top in the back. So basically you only really need to crochet the front, and the back is just a lace top. So that's really nice, like, because it's a 2mm hook size, so it's small, but still, because it's only the front panel you really need to put the work in for, this could be done pretty quickly, I assume. Then there's also a bottom part to it. That's a skirt. Beautiful roses on the top, like a really big pattern in the front. So that's definitely going to take more time. But it's, yeah, if you want free pattern options, definitely go to the hobby site and type in rose garden top or rose garden skirt. Wow, can I speak? And you'll find free patterns. I see everyone on TikTok everyone on TikTok is like, I may not know anything about filet crochet now, but tomorrow I'll know everything. And that's very me coded. I'm also like that. So also I'm wearing I'm calling this my Valentine's Day top, but the turtleneck tank by Jessie Maed Designs. I love it so much. It's so pretty. It's like the first knitted top I've ever made for myself, and it looks so professional, bro. But I'll put everything in the description, obviously. Now, the next trend, I feel like this trend has been here for a long time, since I started crocheting, which, I don't know, almost a year and a half ago. These tops were already on the different social media platforms, but I really want to make it. These very loose crochet mesh tops. Last year I made 2 shrugs. I've already worn them on my channel and they were really fun, but they had a really regular stitch. So to me, they still feel very, I don't know, put together. And I really want to have a more loose and free interpretation of how you can choose to put all your hooks together. So these looser crochet tops that also use a fluffier yarn, so a mohair or an alpaca yarn, really speak to me. I don't know, like I see them and I think they're really quick, first of all, to make, and they look really fun. And also, if you're out and about in the summer and it starts to get chilly, they're really warm, but they're not too big, so you can take them everywhere with you. So they really speak to me. So I really want to make them. To make them, I would basically still use the same tutorial I used to make my shrugs. And instead of stopping here, I will just make a full front panel. Like what I did to make my shrug is make a front panel, then leave an open space for my neck, and my head, obviously. Then make a back panel, seam them together, and then make the arms and around. Well, I'll just make a longer front panel and longer back panel, and that's gonna be it. But I think just using a different yarn is gonna give the effect that I wanted to give. And I think I can crank like 2 different versions of them out and I'll wear them nonstop. So this is just, I think I just needed to tell myself that I want this and remember it so that I can create these for myself. So they're not that hard. I do have a tutorial by the Chloe free mesh sleeve top crochet pattern. That's a written pattern, but they also have a YouTube video. I'll put it up here and also in the description for if you want to do this, but it's pretty easy. Then in that same vein, I want to make, it's still a pretty mesh top, but specifically using different weight yarns to create this like striping effect, but not only in the colors, but also in the textures. And I think I can use that by using mohair or alpaca again, and then using a thicker yarn to create the stripes. And I think it gives such a cool vibe. I think I saw a video of Amazing-ish Grace making a really crop top one. I like crops, but that's a little too cropped. So I think I'll go more for like the oversized look. Even though the mesh top is irregular, I think this has a regular pattern, but every stripe is like a little different. So I could use a triple crochet to make the longer lines and use a single crochet when I'm using the thicker yarn. But it just gives, I love the contrast. Like not only the color, but the texture and the weight of the yarn gives such a fun look. And I really want to make that. And that again is something pretty easy. I think I could finish it in a day. Honestly, I think I could finish this in a day. I think I could finish the other one also in a day. I could do this right now. Like it's pretty fun and quick, but I just need to remind myself that I want this. And by having these different boards on my Pinterest, I think if I don't have any inspiration, I can go there and be like, yeah, you remember you want to make this? This is really cool. So again, it's a question of yarn hook size and yarn weight. It's pretty easy. I can definitely whip this up. And yeah, you can use the free mesh sleeve top crochet pattern as a base and then adapt it by using different techniques to create the pattern or like top you want for yourself. So that's the crochet mesh top inspirations and things I want to make for myself. Now let's get into an off-shoulder crochet top. I've seen this top, like I know last year was definitely the off-shoulder trend thing, and I was kind of pushing back for myself because I wasn't sure if I wanted it for me or I wanted it because everybody was wearing it. So that doesn't really make any sense for me to make something just because everyone has it. But I'm still, a year later, I'm still thinking about it. So I'm going to make it. I want to make an off-shoulder crochet top. And I saw a tutorial. I don't even think I saw a tutorial. I think I saw someone else on Instagram making it, and I was like, oh, I have to put this in my brain. I have to lock it in here so if I want to make it, I know where I have to look. And I found a tutorial by, I'm gonna put her name here because I don't want to butcher it, on YouTube. She's only making the crochet top for her size. So if you are a new crocheter, like this isn't your first piece because you probably don't know how to adapt it for your size. But if you have crocheted before and you kind of understand construction, I think you'll be able to make this. It's very much a you have to figure it out for yourself type tutorial if you're not the same size as her. But I really wanted to see the stitch she uses and the technique to put everything together to make the off-shoulder top, probably without the sleeves, because I want to make these tops for the summer. I think it's going to be too warm if I make them with the sleeves, but having that option for if I want to make it again with the sleeves is also really nice. But it looks really cool. I really want to make it. It looks like a very nice staple to have. And it also doesn't look like it's going to run up the way it's constructed. So that's also really nice. I really want to make it. She uses, so it's, the pattern is an off-shoulder crochet top. She only makes it in her size, but if you've crocheted before and made garments for yourself, I think you can figure out how to make it for yourself. Then the hook size is 6 millimeters, and I'll put everything, the YouTube video, in the description. Now, the next thing that I really need, like seriously, because I need to be, like, I'm just gonna talk about it. It's like, I don't have serious bags. Like, all the bags I have are tote bags, which is fun, but I'm not a teen anymore. You know what I mean? I'm almost 30 years old, which is crazy to say. Yes. So I want to walk around with serious bags. I don't want to walk around with tote bags. Okay? And also because I have diabetes, so I walk around with this little care package for my type 1 diabetes because you never know when I need my insulin or all the other things, but I want these bags to look cute. Okay? They don't look cute. This is a Puma bag, guys. Please. It's not serious. I want my bags to be a reflection of my style and my personality, and that's not it. So I want to make, these are going to be the bags that I want to crochet, but I also want to knit a bag and felt it. That seems really cool. I also want to sew some bags. Like, I really want to have a collection that isn't purely tote bags. It makes me feel like I'm a student and I've graduated. It's done. I need to have serious bags. So the first bag I saw that was really cool is these fluffy crochet bags. They're so pretty. They're so fun. It's just fun to walk around with them. And I think it's just a fun way to show, I don't know, your personality. So I saw these really fluffy bags. And to figure out how to make them, I of course found a YouTube pattern for them. The pattern is the cloud purse. There's only one size. It's a pretty small bag, but it's just like a cute little clutch. And I think I'm just definitely always I'm gonna add something to put it around my body because I can't be bothered to always hold on with one hand to my bag. I have to hold my phone and other things to be able to check quickly how my sugar is doing and if I have any messages, or I'm a busy woman. I don't know why I said that. I just don't like to hold my bag in my hand all the time. So I'm definitely gonna add like something to it. What is it? What do I want to add to it? This again, an issue for a future Deborah. I don't know what I'm referring to, but you know, this. So I don't have to carry it around. And this purse looks so cute. I really like the little bubbles. And this with fluffy yarn to me is just it's gonna give the cloud an even more cloud finish and vibe. Then I also found this, which is so cool, this little mesh crochet bag, but using t-shirt yarn to give it like a thicker and more structured textured. And inside of the t-shirt yarn, putting another bag so everything doesn't fall through, obviously, but making sure that the t-shirt yarn and the bag on the inside are the same color just makes it so luxe, like not even luxe, but like fun. That makes the bag even more fun, and I definitely want to make that. Of course, I found a tutorial for this as well. The technique, especially, the bag is bigger, but I think having a big bag version of this and a small bag version of this, awesome, amazing. I want it. The pattern is the crochet net bag, parentheses mesh bags tutorial. It's one size, the hook size is 6 millimeters, and they also use a t-shirt yarn to create this bag. It looks amazing. It looks really cool. I really want to make it. I really want to have a bag that looks like this. I'm excited to start crocheting and making things that I can use daily. Because again, I said I only have tote bags and it's time to level up. Serious bag. It's time to have some serious fun, but serious bags. And also definitely I'm gonna line all my bags and give them zippers and everything because I don't want everything to just jiggle in there. Like, I swear I never put my keys or I never put small little things in my tote bags because if I lose something, it's gone. It's in the depths. Like I cannot find it anymore. So my keys are always in my pocket. My phone is in my pocket. And if it's not in my pocket, it's in my little purse. So it's time for serious bags. And the last crochet bag that I have here is also a t-shirt bag, but it's two-tone, so you use two different colors to create it. And I'm not necessarily like the design of this bag specifically isn't really giving me anything, but I do want to learn the stitch and the technique of how this bag is created to make my own version. I know Hooked has t-shirt yarn, but I think I want to use t-shirts I don't wear anymore and cut them and use them to create the yarn for this. It's gonna give a little bit of reduce reuse, you know? So I think I want to make it like that, and that's just a fun way to see if I can figure it out. Maybe it's the way the person is holding it that's not really making me want to make this pattern, but yeah. So the last pattern I'm going to talk about is the t-shirt yarn bag pattern by Swole Nordic Designs. It's one size. The hook size is 10 millimeters because you're putting the two yarns together. So you definitely need a big hook to be able to do that. This is a written pattern, but you can find it on their website, of course. I'm putting everything in the description. But yeah, so I have a bunch of things that are interesting me. Again, I'm putting everything into the description. If you can't find it there, you can go to my Pinterest and I will put everything I've talked about here is in different Pinterest boards. I mean, you can find it by following me on Pinterest. But I'm excited. I'm excited to start crocheting. I love knitting. I still love knitting. And I'm looking to see if I'd be interested in knitting some mesh tops because I still like the drape. I can't touch wool. Wool is too warm this time of year. Not this time, but in a few weeks, it's gonna be too much. So I'm excited to crochet and make things and get back into that. So yeah. If you want to follow me on other platforms, you can follow me on Instagram, where I post daily. You can keep up with me. And as I said before, follow me on Pinterest to see where I put all of the tags and all of the filet crochet I found interesting. I also put in there. Definitely follow me there. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. I'm having so much fun on TikTok. Definitely follow me on TikTok. Honestly, I didn't think TikTok was going to be for me, but everybody that's on there is so nice and cool. And all the rest of the things I'm doing is in the description. I hope you have a nice day. I hope you're enjoying the sun. I hope you're sitting outside with your friends. In Dutch, we like to say doing a terrasje. You know, the sun is shining. So, yeah. See you in the next video.